I'm Ann Beard, and I'm the founder of Protocol and Diplomacy International Protocol Officers Association. We are building diplomatic relationships in government and in business that benefit us all. A lot of people do not know what protocol is, and mostly it's the glue that holds things together. It is the playing field. It levels the playing field. If you think of it as a game, it is something that everybody knows how to play the game. They're the rules of the game, and it makes it easier for people to get along because they know what to expect. Diplomatic protocol extends that from the fact that we're dealing with international visitors, international diplomats, and dignitaries around the world. In San Diego, the early role of protocol was primarily social, and it was handled by women, and it was handled well by women. They would meet and greet people at the airports. They would set up accommodations for them that were acceptable for people of ambassadorial status or world leaders. They were well-versed and well-traveled on how to deal with this, and it worked out well from that standpoint. But it was not a paid position. It was strictly voluntary. I was appointed to a diplomatic position. I was fortunate to be working with the mayor of San Diego, and I served as chief of protocol for the city of San Diego from the years of 1993 to 2000. And when you are put into that position, you have immediate access to the U.S. Department of State because you need help. And then I had to receive some training, and there was not much to go on. And that is why I realized throughout the years, there are many people in this position and they're not receiving the training they need in the, I will say, lower levels of government in order to accommodate international guests, diplomats, and dignitaries. The U.S. Department of State was interested in helping out with the local level because we were receiving visitors from all around the world. Many were coming in for trade, not just vacations, and there was a lot of business that was being developed. Think of NAFTA with Canada and Mexico and the San Diego area. A lot of business was occurring on all coasts and throughout the United States, and the protocol officers were either non-existent or were certainly not educated in how to deal with these high-level officials diplomatically. The State Department came and requested that, and we could use your help in setting up a business-like association, a membership association. And so I put together the National Protocol Resource Board. I wasn't turned down by anybody. Everybody said, yes, we'd love to do it. So the National Protocol Resource Board, in 2000, when I left the mayor's office, it took me all of that time until 2002 to put together what did become, at Department of State, Protocol and Diplomacy International, and was later extended to Protocol and Diplomacy International Protocol Officers Association. The number of people that were involved in the beginning were 50 to 60. I had anticipated we would be lucky to get one protocol officer from each of the 50 states, and then of course Department of State personnel. The formation of the organization has benefited its members in multiple ways. The networking is spectacular. People have access to expert advice whenever they need it. The institutional knowledge has been retained insofar as it is still viable. Cultural sensitivity has been developed. All protocol officers employ both business and psychological strategies when they do their work. And these include consensus building, conflict resolution, negotiation strategies, communication skills, both verbal and nonverbal, including body language, which is critical when you're in a situation where someone's communicating with you and they're from another country and you don't understand each other's language. You have to be able to understand where they're really coming from. These are all strategies and skills that you learn in this association. The importance of protocol and diplomacy in the business world cannot be measured. It is immeasurable. It's understanding the cultures. If you don't understand the other person's culture, they are less likely to do business with you. I rely on 2 or 3 major guiding principles. I call them the 3 C's. One of them is courtesy and common sense, create cooperation. Another one is what I affectionately called the rug effect. Always treat people with courtesy pull out the red carpet for them, because if you don't, sometime later they may pull the rug out from underneath you. As protocol officers, we have a very special type of personality, I think. I call it AAA, not type A, but type AAA. And that means that we're detail-oriented, we're perfectionists to a fault. We want to dot all the I's, cross all the T's. We want to be hands-on with every scenario. And when plan A, B, or C doesn't work, we'll go to what I call plan Z. And that's where you learn to trust your instinct and simply improvise. A piece of advice I would give to someone who wishes to start out in this career: always treat everyone with courtesy and respect. For the person you treat well today might actually end up being the leader of his or her nation tomorrow. Be discreet, be honorable, be generous, be gracious, and be kind.